My name is Bella Hadid. Andre Cordova.
Christian Siriano once told me that I had really pretty hair. Amelia Milne.
And welcome to Sabotage. Hi, Amelia.
Hey, Andre.
What's up? How's it going? Nice to see you here.
I'm so nervous. I'm so excited to be here, though. I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah. Let's move on from that part. And the alcohol will help. Don't worry. The topic today, we are here to discuss bodies.
I love bodies so much. I think that they're so great. I highly recommend having one.
Tell me, who are you? What do you do? Why are you here discussing bodies today?
I'm guessing it's because I am a curve model. I also talk a lot about bodies on Instagram. Big fan of body neutrality. You know? Whole idea of like, you have a body. It's kind of like a tube with organs in it. A bunch of holes. We care a lot about them, but that's kind of stupid.
I love that.
Yeah. But also I am an underwear model and I pose in my underwear for money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. No, I was really intrigued by what it is that, not necessarily you do. It's not like, oh, wow, she's a curve model fucking modeling and that's crazy shit. Like,
so weird. So random. It's so random.
I'm more curious about the way you have to exist in the world as a result, right? So like, to start, how did it come about?
Oh my gosh, it's actually such a crazy story. So I grew up in New York City and I grew up tall, like 5'9", which is 175 centimeters for you Aussies. I got scouted a couple of times. One time I was doing my Spanish homework on a train and the talent coach person came up to me and started speaking in Spanish and I was like, yeah, like give me like 2 more years and I can do this conversation.
Yeah.
So I started modeling when I was in high school. I went into a bunch of agencies and like I was maybe an inch or two off from being what's called a straight size model, super skinny. And they basically told me like just flat out, they were like, you will never be a straight size model because of your thighs. Because I played soccer. I had thighs that looked like I played soccer. So I was a plus size model at the age of 16 when I really did not fit what I thought the idea of what a plus size model was going to be. So
right.
Been a whole bunch of like weird body dysmorphia since.
Oh yeah, that would be so damaging at that age. Like,
it's just weird.
Can't speak to your experience, but fairly knowledgeable in regards to just how awful people can be and how obsessed they are with bodies that are not their own.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think I was one of the first curvy girls for VS Pink, and that was really great and really huge, and I was so happy to be a part of that.
Yeah.
But I remember when my photos started coming out, like on their Instagram and on their pages, I remember sitting there and reading the comments all night as like an 19-year-old, 18-year-old being, and like all of these people being like, just, it didn't even matter to me if it was like positive or negative. It was like everyone was just so focused
fixated
on my body. Like every little part of it that like I had never thought about before. It was like, oop, that's great.
New insecurity unlocked.
Yeah. I was like, you're giving me more attention than my boyfriend right now, but okay. It's crazy.
Wow.
Honestly, like, it's kind of just what all girls deal with in this world. Like, you're always thinking about like, oh, are you treating me differently because you think that I look some sort of way? Are you just with me for my body? Or are you with me in spite of my body? You know?
Yeah. So that's how it started. But at what point did you decide you actually wanted to continue pursuing this? Is it a dream job for you at all?
Oh my gosh, no. It's like, I don't really care that much about modeling. I think it's fine. Like, honestly. Like,
you're like, I do it for the paycheck.
It's fun. It's silly. I do it because, like, I get to, like, mess around with cool people and I get to, like, have a silly life where, like, I just moved to Australia one day for no reason. That was weird.
Yeah.
Why'd I do that? No one knows. Now I live in Australia. And I can spend my day just being stupid. But no, I have a degree in math.
Oh.
I have a degree in math. I was a math teacher for a year.
Shit.
I know, right?
That would have been so fun because I tell you what, I'm really, really bad at math.
You're bad at math.
I'm so bad at math. The highest grade I ever got was a C.
Oh my gosh, I got a C in bio once, and then my mom put me on ADHD medication.
I wish I'd been put on ADHD medication because I have ADHD.
Oh, yeah. No, mine's actually really bad.
And I went a long time being undiagnosed.
Yeah. Yeah, that diagnosis really came in clutch for me.
Wow.
I was happy for that. Shout out, Mom. Thank you. I love you. I haven't responded to your text in about 3 days, but sorry.
That's a long time for you?
To not respond to my mother's text?
Yeah.
She's Jewish.
Oh.
There's like 10 texts that I'm not responding to.
My mother's Latina. She was when she was alive.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. But yeah, I mean, we had a very different relationship though from the sounds of it. So
probably. Yeah. 10 text messages. She was very curious. She's a curious little cat.
Constant updates.
Yeah.
Just tell her to watch your stories.
She does. She does. And she texts me asking me about them. She was like, so like it looks like you're eating that food again. And I'm like, yes, Mom, I am. I am eating again. I'm still eating. Still well fed here. Yeah. Thank you, though. She actually helped me with my relationship with my body, I think, because she got diagnosed with cancer. Oh, and then after she got diagnosed with cancer, she became like this health freak. She's always been a health freak.
Right.
But she was very much like thinking about your body and how you treat your body in ways other than for what it like looks like thinking about working out for health instead of working out for like losing weight.
Aesthetics.
Yeah. So slay, Mom. Go off, Queen.
No, that's really interesting. You were saying that
modeling is kind of boring.
Yeah. But then
it's so unstructured. I hate unstructured things. I get so bored.
It is. Look, I've done some freelance.
Yeah.
I might say it like that. Freelance modeling in the past.
Okay, get it. Hell yeah, you have. Look at those cheekbones. Get it. Look at that little smile.
But like, yeah, it is very kind of free for all. It feels right.
It is free for all. I mean, love my agents. I've been super lucky sometimes and been super busy. Sometimes it's slow. I'll probably go back to school for something when I figure out what that something is, and then probably do something other than modeling, because you can't really model past the age of like 32 anyways. Curve modeling, you can go longer though.
Yeah.
I think it's because when you're a straight size model, you like
deteriorate
a little bit. Well, you do.
You start fading away.
You do, because I was just on set in LA and I was with all straight size models. There's a whole bunch of them, and they were all talking about their 23-inch waists and their 30. Oh shit! What's the measurement? Oh, I think it's like they need to be a 34-inch around their hips. I'm almost positive that's what it is.
Yeah.
And one of the girls was like, "I'm a 37," and then another girl was like, "Don't even come to New York. Then what are you doing?" And I was like, bitch, like, shut the fuck up.
Fucking hell.
Shut up. But it's also true. Also, one of the girls had cancer. Literally.
What? What the fuck?
One of the girls, I was like, should I say this? I'm going to say it. One of the girls had literal cancer.
Yeah.
And, like, power to her. But she was like, this is the busiest that I've ever been.
Because she has cancer.
I don't know what her body looked like before the cancer. But, like, her body now is, like, really, really, really skinny.
Yeah, because she would have lost all that weight. Like,
she's really skinny. Like,
fuck.
But I mean, then like all bodies are beautiful, all blah blah blah, blah all of that shit. Yeah. Sure. However, it is true that like models right now in the States are not working under a specific size.
Wow.
And now I'm in Australia because Australia is 10 years behind, which also means 10 years behind in the fashion cycle where bodies are still allowed to be curvy.
Yeah.
So right now it's still good in Australia. But, like, give it 2 years and you guys will be, like, heroin chic again. Yeah.
Ugh. Hate that. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. What is your relationship with your body?
Delicious. Amazing. No, it's so hit or miss. It really, like, depends on the hour of the day, on the minute of the hour.
Yeah.
I've seen my body like at all sizes, basically. I've been really skinny and I've also been I think I was up to like a size 18 at some point in America, which is like a size 22 here. And honestly, I think I felt more comfortable in my body then. I was a lot curvier, but I felt like, yeah, this makes sense for like, this is where like the weight is like sitting naturally. I felt good. I think moving to Australia was really hard because Sydney in particular, I started living in Surrey Hills, and then I moved to Bondi.
Oof. That's a choice.
Goodness. Well, it was not a choice. I was searching for like 2 months to find an apartment.
Oh yeah, that's really difficult as well.
Rental crisis.
Yeah.
Now I pay way too much money to a French man named Anton. Anton, if you're seeing this, I don't like you. I don't care. Like, I'll fight.
Yeah, I'll throw hands, bitch.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, Bondi, really tough to live in if you don't have a body that looks like it, like...
Lacks nutrition.
Yeah. Lacks nutrition, does have a boob job. Like,
yeah,
it's a toughie for sure.
Or if you're a guy on massive roids.
All of the guys have like 8-packs. Even the like, you see like a 70-year-old just like jogging by and you're like, why? How? Why are you like ripped Santa Claus? It's absurd.
It's fucking steroids. That's what it is.
Should I get on steroids?
For what, girl?
I don't know. I kind of want like calves. Like, oh my gosh, I should get calf implants.
Can you do that? Get your knees done.
No, you can get calf implants. Someone did that on Queer as Folk.
Did they?
Wait, no. It was another show.
Queer Eye?
No. Modern Family.
Modern Family.
Yeah, same thing.
So we're not entirely sure if that's going to be like a real thing. It could be fictional.
I don't know, man. I could see calf implants totally being a thing.
Yeah, but like, of what? Fat?
No, muscle. Oh, I guess it's not muscle.
Put muscle in.
Well, okay, so it would just be like chunkier.
Yeah.
But you just have like massive calves.
You know what? I could do with that. Mine are really hard to grow. Because I've always been...
Have you been self-conscious of your calves?
No, but they've been pointed out to me before. And I'm like, well, yeah, because it's weird. It's really weird.
Been pointed out to you?
Yeah. No,
That's
hey.
so weird.
It is.
Imagine if someone was like, your elbow's fat. Like, what would you do? Like... It's so interesting, like, the parts of our bodies that, like, society has determined to, like, fixate on.
Yes, like, absolutely.
It's just the most random thing. Like, stomachs? What? Why? Who cares? Like,
who cares,
Who
bitch?
cares? That's where I'm going to grow a baby one day.
Yeah.
Not, like, the stomach, but, like, nearby. Like, a neighbor to the stomach, probably. Also, I might not have a baby like that. There's nowhere a baby is. I'm getting my implant changed for another 5 years. So
yeah, your implant.
Oh yeah, do you guys not have those here? It's like birth control implant.
Implant for birth control.
Yeah.
I mean, we probably do. I don't know though because I'm not a woman. So, and I'm also a gay. Look, I do know about like birth control being fucking ridiculous. The fact that it is so easy for men, but women have all these side effects with these different options because they're not thought about in this creation process of birth control. So it's like, I feel like...
The history of birth control is crazy though. I'm pretty sure it was in Puerto Rico. Like a bunch of US doctors went down and basically like drugged up a bunch of... This might be like kind of untrue, so I'm not going to say it. But I'm pretty sure it's true.
Like fact check for us.
Yeah, someone fact check, but I'm pretty sure it's like they went down to Puerto Rico and they were like, oh, here's a bunch of Puerto Rican women who don't really understand what's going on because they don't speak English that well. And because they speak Spanish. And so here's a bunch of birth control that we're going to use on you like test dummies. Crazy.
Yeah.
US did that with a lot of things though. For sure.
Yeah.
We're good at that. Birth control did save me though, for sure. I like a lot of women don't like it.
The implant or just in general?
In general. Yeah. Well, also implant, huge shout out to the implant. This should be an ad for Nexplanon, honestly. I love the Nexplanon.
I wonder if we actually have it here or not. Because it sounds like, what, is it more long-term efficient? Or?
Yeah, you get it in for 5 years. It's like a bar in my arm.
And that stops you from having the babies?
And then I can have no babies. No babies and like no periods for me.
Really?
Yeah. It's like a fake situation down there. It's just like a hole, like a vacuum. Yeah.
Like a...
Who knows what goes
like
down?
a black hole, yeah.
It's a black hole. Well...
Venus flytrap?
I don't think it's that aggressive or honestly that tight anymore. Like, if we're just going to be real. Probably not.
I'm terrified of whatever you'll have down there. I don't know. I don't want to know. I'll hear about it, but like, I don't want to know.
That's so interesting that you say that, and you're okay with like the little.
With the what? What's the? What is that?
It's a penis. Those are disgusting.
Dicks.
Penises.
Yeah, well, no. Also, girl, that's because you deal with straight guys. Gays generally have better hygiene.
Really?
Yes. And if they don't, I don't fuck with that. But also, I'm a top anyways, so I care more about the behind.
Does a top mean that you're always physically on top?
No.
No?
No! It doesn't mean you're always physically on top. It means that you are the one doing the penetrating.
So you can be on the bottom being a top?
Yeah, because the guy can still, like, ride you.
You know what's ridiculous?
What's
ridiculous?
Such a reaction.
Is that y'all have a word for, like, either top or bottom. But, like, if I'm having sex with someone, like, there's also, like, a top or a bottom there, you know? But,
yeah, but it's more, like, literal.
But it's not, because who knows who's on top or bottom, literally. It's just which penis is in the butthole. Also, you get to decide, you get to say, oh no, all the time, I just want my penis to be in the butthole. Who would not choose that? Who would choose the other one?
It is a lot of work to be a bottom, I'll tell you that, because I did start off as one.
It seems like well, of course it is. I've had anal. It's terrible. It's a terrible experience.
No,
I have a Google presentation about it. It's a terrible experience. It's sea turtle themed.
We're gonna have to come back to that later, and you might have to put that online somewhere. But also, you don't have a prostate, girl. That's what makes it enjoyable.
Oh, so then
guys have a prostate down
there. So
there.
why do girls do anal?
I don't know. You tell me. I've been so confused by that. I think it's because I don't know. A straight guy said once that it's because it's like forbidden.
That's so stupid.
It's so stupid.
That's so stupid.
He wasn't the brightest.
Straight guys genuinely just like convince straight girls to do it.
They do.
Oh my
also,
gosh, they do
I don't know
to
why
me.
they would want to as well. It's
For
like
guys?
just go fuck a guy then. You know?
A butthole?
Yeah.
I guess a hole's a hole. I'm guessing that guys have different buttholes than girls. They must. You have a prostate. You just said.
Yeah, like on the inside, that's different.
Can you feel the prostate?
Well,
when you're topping, can you feel
when
the
you're
prostate?
topping, no, but you know when you're hitting it.
You know, because of the other person.
Yeah.
Oh, so then yeah, why is it? No, because girls are really good at faking it. Because girls, like the whole time, so it'll just seem like we're. Oh my gosh, I feel sorry for me too. I feel so sorry for me. It's ridiculous.
It's like a prerequisite to be a woman.
It's just
to know how to fake it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so good at faking it. You have no idea. Actually, I stopped faking it though. A guy who I was just with asked me if I was faking it.
Yeah.
I was like, no, if you're doing a bad job, I'll let you know.
I love that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, that makes sense for you. And I was like, oh, fuck.
That makes sense for you.
Yeah.
It would for me too, girl.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, wait. I'll catch up.
I
like that you tilt it. That's so fancy. Okay, so you're a top. I'm also a top, but more emotionally.
You know what? I believe that. You give that vibe.
I really do. It's because of my mother. Lots of
see
shout outs to her.
Well, I could envision you pegging a dude.
Oh my gosh, I would love to. You know what I do love?
What?
I love to eat guys' asses. Like
do
without,
you?
I love it. Without,
girl,
like,
so do I.
Yeah, but it's like not. It's not like that fun. It's not like it's whatever. But just like see them like to see like a straight man squirm.
Yeah.
Like and
they also don't want to admit that they enjoy it.
Because they don't want to admit that they enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because they're like embarrassed about it.
Yeah, because
it's so fun. And it's like you have all the power then.
You're here for the mental torture, and I love it.
Oh yeah, I don't like straight men.
Neither do I.
Who does? Do straight men even like straight men? Have you seen them have a productive like friendship?
No. A lot of them are depressed too, and then they have the gall to complain about that.
Sad.
So sad.
It's so hard being a man. All of these problems that like I created for myself.
Yeah.
All these problems with the patriarchy that I'm perpetuating. That must be so hard. So I went to a women's college.
Oh, you did?
I did.
It's the whole thing of like, men have to suffer in silence. Then why the fuck am I hearing about it all the time then?
Literally. Literally, I'm like, sweetie, you're not suffering in silence. You're like shooting up schools.
Yeah, exactly.
Number one, you're shooting up schools. Number two, you're like using this first date as like a round of therapy. Yep. Like as soon as a guy is like, oh, we can like talk about our emotions, they just like go. Ugh.
Yeah, they throw it all up.
Vomit.
Go see a therapist.
See two. Double date. Double fist. Go for it. Find which one's right for you. Actually, no, I don't want men to see therapists. Because their therapists always just validate them. And I'm like, that's not what they need.
Yeah.
That's not what they need.
That's kind of weird. I would hope that they don't.
Have you seen a therapist?
I have.
You have? Did your therapist validate you? Did they make you feel better?
Well, yeah, but to be fair... to be fair, girl, I grew up with a lot of trauma, abused, and then I've got mental health conditions. So it's a bit of a different kind of situation.
See? Yeah. They always validate.
It wasn't so much validating it was.
They always make you feel better.
That's kind of the point.
I know. That's the things that I don't want straight men to feel better. I think that's the problem. Yeah.
I think, that's
you can feel better. Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it. Have fun. Feel a little bit better. Straight men choke.
Yeah.
Choke.
Especially the cis white straight men.
Yeah, sorry.
Please and thank you.
Sorry, yeah, of course. Straight cis white men. For sure.
What are we talking about? We're talking about like eating ass out of nowhere, but like...
Yeah, my bad. I've recently started getting really into it. Also, is it washed? Who knows?
Oh, well, no, I'd only do it if it's clean.
Well, I'm not going to do it if it's like dirty.
Yeah.
But like, it's never been like dirty to the point where it's never been like dirty.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to think. I'm trying to think.
I'm pretty sure it's, yeah.
Like, am I going to take like a Q-tip and like test it first? No. But like, but also, am I going to do it if I'm like sober enough to do that? No, I'm going to do it if I'm drunk.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair.
Mostly. Bodies. I think they're so good.
Yeah. I mean, we are talking about bodies. This falls under that category.
That's true. Boys are nervous about their buttholes.
They are. So many of them. I cannot deal with the straight men who think that, and this ties into hygiene, like won't clean themselves because it's gay.
Oh my gosh. I just saw Jason Kelsey from the Eagles. He's a football player back in the States. He just said that he doesn't wash his feet every day. Sir, you just admitted that. Like, I think to not do it is one thing. To admit to not doing it is wild.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's pretty weird. I think he admit to a lot of things that he shouldn't have. Was that the one who said all that?
No, that was Harrison Butker.
Oh, so...
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, the one you're talking about, though, he's the one dating Taylor Swift?
No, he's his brother.
Oh, his brother. It is really super fucking strange that men especially, but people in general, feel the need to voice their opinions.
Like in general?
Just like, well, yeah, but when it comes to people's bodies and stuff, even your own, it's like, you should not be admitting that first and foremost.
Yeah.
Just telling the world.
Yeah.
That's
so
That's
weird.
not good publicity, babe.
No, it's really not. It's like you have a wife and children.
Ew.
And your children are going to see that their dad doesn't wash their feet. I don't know what I would do if I was with a man and he just didn't wash his feet.
Leave him. Ever. That's what you do.
Right. That is so true. It is so true.
Standards, go.
Yeah.
You're like, but I think I'm in love.
I do. Well, it's kind of fun though. I love to be like, oh my gosh, I'm in love. Like, why not? I haven't had a boyfriend in like 3 years.
That was me.
Yeah, but I'm like, maybe I'm in love. Why not?
Yeah. For shits and giggles.
Well, because he's the guy who I'm in love with leaves in 3 weeks. So we can be in love for like 3 weeks.
That's so stupid.
We can be in love. He leaves in 3 weeks and then he comes back for a second and then who knows what's going on with my visa. I might leave. Yeah. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know.
I was going to follow up with a question and I'm like, I don't know what to ask about it. It's just...
Yo, what's up?
Okay. So
I had a light orgy in Hawaii. That was fun.
Really?
Yes, I did. It was delightful. I highly recommend everyone who listens to this podcast should go have a light orgy in Hawaii.
What makes it light? I've had one, but I've had a few. But what makes it light?
Well, it stops at a certain point. It was very PG-13 orgy.
Okay, so it's like a lot of making out.
A lot of making out.
Yeah.
It was a lot of heavy petting. A lot of heavy petting and making out. Is that a term here? Heavy petting? What? It is now. It is now.
Okay, so I've had the R-rated kind.
Okay, well, I've had the G to PG-13, and I've been bragging about it ever since. Literally, I will not shut up about it.
You're talking to a gay. You're not going to win that contest.
No, I will not. However, I will absolutely, every single room I walk into, I'm like, do you want to hear about this light orgy I had in Hawaii?
Yeah, that's fun.
I'm like, it changed my life.
You could make that like a storybook for kids.
Oh my gosh, a little, one of those like scratch and sniff books or whatever.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Pop-up, 3D pop-up books.
Pop-up one, yeah.
I think that would be good.
That'd be so cute.
Amelia in the hostel. Yeah.
And then we know what happens next. What are some of the perks that come with the job that you do? Also, I meant to ask before because I'm going to forget.
Yeah.
What would you be doing if you weren't modeling? Aside from being a math teacher.
Would not be being a math teacher. I sucked at that job.
Do you know what you're passionate about?
I really like math. I really like quantitative analysis of more qualitative subjects. So I'm really into like policy analysis and research.
You'd be a NASA scientist, basically.
Yeah, except not NASA. Probably more like school data stuff. I think school finance is really interesting. I used to be a school finance research assistant. About charter schools, that's not a thing here.
No? What the fuck's a charter school?
It's like a public school, but like not a public school. But it's like privately funded. It's a whole mess. It's crazy.
Well then, okay, so what are the perks that come with your job?
Number one, you get paid a ridiculous amount of money for doing like stupid shit.
Yeah,
like in a very short amount of time. Highly recommended. You got to get on it.
I do.
It's so nice.
Help me out.
Yeah. I got you.
I make nothing being a fucking recording artist. No, well, I mean, I'm a recording artist first and foremost. Singer-songwriter, rapper. And
first and foremost.
Yeah, and I host this, I do this, and I make no money off it. So that's fun. I need to get some sponsorships going for this.
Yeah.
I will, I'm sure.
Yeah, get sponsored by like Bud Light Seltzer. But they would hop on this.
Yeah? Oh, actually, they're my age.
Maybe Topo Chico.
The fuck's that?
Topo Chico, it's like, they're like,
You just look at me and say something Latin.
No, it's like, no, it's because they have it in LA and I fucking love it.
Right.
And it's this like kind of vaguely mineral water, but I think that there's a hard seltzer version. They're so fucking good and I can't find them here.
Oh, okay.
It's very upsetting to me. So if you have a plug, anyone out there, let me know.
Yeah, you're like, get sponsored by someone who doesn't sell in Australia.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's business for you.
Yeah, Australian market's tough.
It is.
Yeah, you guys don't do capitalism well at all.
No, it's really fucking bad.
No, your targets look like shit.
It's an embarrassment.
Yeah, your Kmart, everyone here's like, Kmart is so good.
It's
Bitch,
not.
Go to like a CVS in America and you'll find, and it'll be bigger and like better stocked.
Yeah.
Truly. Perks of being a model.
Yes.
Everything. Number one, you got to tell people that you're a model, which sometimes is really fun, but sometimes they look at you like, no, you're not. And then they're kind of rude.
Yeah, I've received that before too.
So rude. I'm like, shut up. Shut up. I don't need this. Other perks. When you're actually a model, like on set, it's really nice. I used to have I had an umbrella guy for a bunch of my shoots because I'm so pale, and like whenever we're outside, I just had a guy hold an umbrella over me. And then I got to a certain age where I was like, this is really weird to have an umbrella guy. So I was like, I can hold this myself. And they're like, no, it's okay, I got it. I'm like, no, it's okay, I can hold it. And then I just started holding my own umbrella. So I didn't get red.
Cutting costs.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't need to hold an umbrella. I can hold my own umbrella. I don't need to be an asshole. But there was definitely a couple years when I started where I was like, no, I'm an asshole. Snacks, you can get A lot of good snacks. You get fed well.
But with that, I mean, because a lot of the models wouldn't eat then.
Oh my gosh, it was the worst. The last shoot I was on, it was the absolute fucking worst. All of them, like a bunch of the models, we would go up and the catering was good.
Yeah.
It was good. And the models would go up, they would put it in this box and they would sit down and be like, I'm saving it for later. And then they would throw it out.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, which is just, yes, there's like now this like weird shame over like not eating and everything, which is also true. Like it's not really on them. It's on like, it's because their agents and their job is like requiring them to have an insane, yeah. It's really the industry. I don't have standards like that at all. I definitely do know for me that like my hips and my waist need to be a certain size in order for me to get booked by some clients. And that if they do change measurements, that I won't have those clients anymore. And I do know that if they don't change like proportionally well, like if my waist, all curve models, you'll notice have a small waist still. Like I need to be able to keep my small waist. I need to still be an hourglass or else.
True.
Like...
Fuck
you.
Or else they take you out the back and shoot you in the head.
Exactly. Or else they're like, you're disgusting now.
Yeah.
Then they're like, oh no, now you're really fat. Yeah. Relatively small arms. Your face, your head needs to kind of be able to shoot a little bit like you're a straight size model in some ways.
Yeah.
And I think for underwear, they typically do like curve models more because straight size models are kind of like made almost like in this weird factory to like have like clothes be hung on them.
Yeah.
But not necessarily underwear as much.
No, I can see that.
But we were all talking about our bodies on set. Me and a bunch of straight size models, all of us were just like going about like how much we hated our bodies and how much we wanted our bodies to look like the other models. And it's like, no, I'm like, yeah, I would love to have a straight size model's body. And they were like, I would love to have thighs. Would love to have thighs, would love to have tits.
Yeah, they're like, I'd love to be able to eat.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, a lot of straight size models do eat. It's that when they eat, they're usually a size, like often it'll be like, oh, their waist is like a 25 when they want to be like a 24. Like the difference between me eating and not eating, like if I don't eat, I'm still never going to be a size 24. I'm still going to be, I think the lowest I can get is like a size 28, maybe.
Right.
Like they come naturally very thin and beautiful. But a lot of times in order to maintain that, like when they are no longer 16, they do often need to starve themselves in some ways.
Yeah.
Which is not great.
Healthy, yeah.
Not great. And then they like don't have periods. And other conditions. Lots of conditions.
Right, yeah, because it would result in a lot of like negative effects, I imagine. I mean, it's an unhealthy lifestyle. It's not what people should be doing necessarily.
It's not, but what I do think is that it's a lot more obvious on straight size models, but it is like a very real thing for a lot of girls. You know, like
yes,
it doesn't necessarily like
it's so common for girls to grow up with an eating disorder and things like that.
Oh my gosh, I had an eating disorder. I've like tried a bunch of them out. Terrible. They all suck. Like they all sucked. I think that a lot of it was very secretive because I wasn't skinny.
Yeah.
So like people couldn't necessarily, like my family didn't know.
Yeah, that's often the case.
Damn, sucks to be a woman.
Yeah, no, it does. I really feel for you because it's so fucked that it is such a common experience to have that. And
with guys too, though, honestly.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because I myself went through kind of for the opposite reasons. I was definitely at risk of an eating disorder because I've always been thin and my metabolism is the kind that people envy because I can eat whatever and not gain weight, right?
Yeah.
However, if I'm sick or if I'm experiencing anxiety, because this was also like before I got diagnosed with it and then also after for a while, I would lose my appetite.
Yeah.
And so I'd start to lose weight very quickly.
Yeah.
And as I said, always at risk of an eating disorder. Fuck, it's hard when you feel like you can't eat it was something that people did comment on as well. Like I went to an all-boys school and like it's still something that for some reason they care about.
Oh my gosh, so much. No, boys care so much.
So much more than they let on. They make it out like, women are the ones who are, doing all this. But it's like, no, you're the fucking drama queens.
No, they're like weighing their chicken and rice.
Yeah. I'm happier now that I've like put on some weight. I've been going to the gym consistently. Like I feel better about my body and I have a healthier relationship with it. I have gotten to a point where I'm managing my anxiety better. So like I still eat even if I'm losing my appetite a bit.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So it is possible. And it really comes down to the way that you view yourself. I also became like quite unhappy with being so thin.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted to be a bit bulkier. I don't want to be like a fucking bodybuilder or anything. But yeah, it's...
The gay community is fucking wild here with that.
It's fucked. It is so fucked.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
Yeah, I wasn't even like conscious of it until more recently because that's how like naive I was and just in my own world and dealing with shit. This is related, but being a person of color in the gay community means you're held to a different standard.
I'm sure.
Yeah, because we're behind with things like racism. So it means that you have to be like 1,000 times more attractive than the average white guy in order to just be considered attractive as a person of color.
Yeah.
Because you can be gorgeous and a white dude can be ugly as fuck, but people will still consider him more attractive.
Oh my gosh, it's like the tale as old as time.
Yeah, just for being white.
So fucking true.
It's such a fucking like,
that's
get
so
out of jail
true.
free card. You can look like fucking shit. You can look like Shrek and still be perceived as more attractive than a person of color. Just for that. And it's infuriating and degrading and all that stuff. But yeah, it's like that's something I very much had to go through. And now I don't give a fuck. Yeah. And I know that I'm gorgeous. Actually, this is a good segue into something else that I wanted to discuss. How often do you get men trying to tell you that you're obese or promoting obesity when you are very clearly not?
Oh my gosh. Men are so I posted something on Instagram once that thank you so much. Like I stopped posting things which had my body in it basically because every time I did and every time I like talked about body positivity and anytime like I showed like my work like as like a curve model, the men they hate me or they're disgusting with me. One man was like, I want to sniff your belly button. That also not okay. There's two sides of it and both sides are not okay. But no, I get like a lot of men talking about like my hot dog fingers. One man said I look like I ate Jennifer Lawrence. So I'll take that one. Thank you. I've gotten the craziest messages, the craziest comments, but I like stopped posting like with my body or anything like that, which sucks because I like doing that and it's like part of my job and
you shouldn't have to stop. Like
that's so stupid. But like all of these men are just like,
oh, they're so toxic and awful and have nothing else to do with their lives. It's fucking weird.
This is such a fun story. I became friends with one of my trolls. He commented on one of my videos, like a photo of like fat Joey from Friends, like Joey, like eating like lasagna or something, whatever. And so I was bored. I was on set. I was like, I messaged him. I said, what did you mean by that? Why'd you say that? That wasn't very nice.
Yeah.
And just trying to get him to like apologize. Didn't really care. But I was just kind of, I was like, why'd you say that? That's like, what's going on there? Trying to get him to like admit like that wasn't a nice thing to say.
Yeah.
It took me 6 hours to get him to say, I'm sorry. 6 hours I went in. And now we're like close friends though. Like we text, after what happened in Bondi, the Bondi stabbing, he texted me. He lives in Louisiana. Wow. And he texted me. He was like, hey, I just want to check in on you. Are you okay? All of my accents now are Southern and British and Australian all combined into one. But he's very cute. He's very sweet. He asks me he like checks in on me all the time.
Yeah.
Very nice man.
Honestly, these haters, realistically, are fans.
Oh, we FaceTimed. Like, I love him. Warren, you're like, honestly, bestie for the restie. He's fantastic.
I've had similar situations where people start off as haters. And I think what really helps as well is either addressing it directly, like that's like a weird thing to say to someone.
That's a weird thing, bud.
But also using humor.
Yeah.
When they realize you're funny, then they can't keep up this facade of like hating on you.
Yeah.
So there have been a few people that I turned from like haters into fans.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's fun.
You know, just randomly on social media, I'll get either racism or homophobia.
Cute.
Yeah.
Cute. You know, like as soon as it starts going viral in like the wrong community, you know, like you're fucked.
Absolutely. But a big part of me is like, I don't want to let them win by not doing what I'm doing.
Oh, of course not.
You know what I mean? So I really
I'll let them win by that though. Yeah. I'm defeated. You win. You win, trolls. I will no longer show you my body.
Just let me know. I'll literally comment on all of them.
I'm like,
I'll go after all of them.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, fine. All right. I'll go die in a ditch now. My bad. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. How dare I?
Yeah. How dare I? How dare I like exist in this world?
100%.
It's so disgusting of me. I said something once like, you can be 200 pounds and still be hot. Every single guy was like, you're going to die. You're going to die. You are going to die if you are over 200 pounds. And I'm like, bitch, I've been over 200 pounds. Like, and
I'm still here.
I'm fine. Like, my diet is fucking nice. I have a great diet. I work out a good amount. Yeah. Like, I'm healthy. My blood tests, fucking nice as hell. Actually, that might be a lie. I don't go to a doctor. But that's not because I'm unhealthy. That's because I have mommy issues with doctors.
Okay.
My mom's a doctor. Weight doesn't always correlate to a person's health.
No.
It's
of course
like...
not. Also, like, you shouldn't have to justify it either.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? Shut up, go away. I'm still hot as hell. Like,
exactly.
Leave.
No one fucking asked you, bitch.
Yeah.
Keep it to yourself. Go find someone you are attracted to then. You don't need to try bring others down just because they don't fit the mold of what you want to jerk off to.
Yeah. Also, like... Yeah, just go fucking search the porn that you want then.
Yeah.
Don't stay out of this category. It's easy.
I think it's like they feel so threatened by anyone who is trying to help others feel good or just doing what they're doing, which makes them happy. And it's like, by extension, this inspires other people to not be so critical on themselves, to learn to love themselves a bit more, respect themselves a bit more and their bodies. And they can't stand that because they really think that you have so much influence that all the women of the world are going to be like, I'm going to put on weight now. Yeah, they're
like all the women in the world are going to be like, you know what? I'm going to become morbidly obese because this woman said that it was okay for me to go eat lunch fully.
But that's how they think because they themselves are taking on that. It's so red pill. It's so like they can hear one guy on a podcast, one straight cis white man talk shit on a podcast and they will absorb that and make it their entire personality. And because of that, I reckon that's why they're looking at women and thinking the same thing happens. They're like, oh, if this woman is telling other women that it's okay to be fat, which is not what she's saying, but you know, like then we're all doomed. Yeah. It's just wild. I'm like, it's the mentality of it.
It's just like so extra and so much. And so many women just hate themselves. And it's like, that's so extra.
Yeah.
Also, that's one thing, being a plus size model. That's actually the biggest perk of being a plus size model is how many beautiful, hot, badass plus size women that I have in my life now.
Yeah.
Because it feels amazing. It's empowering. It's just fantastic. Because plus size models are hot as hell.
Yeah.
They're so hot. You're like never, because you need to be so hot in order to be a plus size model. Like you can't just bank off of your body.
Yeah.
Like your face needs to be like nice. So every plus size model I meet, I'm like, are we in love? We're in love.
Yeah.
And they're always fucking hilarious.
Naturally, when you date men and you have at least
unhappy.
And you have at least half a brain cell, you also hate men. And this is not in a like this isn't a fucking, I automatically hate all men, whatever. Calm down. It's just like, the reality is, you fucking suck. And women, generally speaking, are so much more empathetic and kind and fun to be around. And like, it's just, girl, I'm the biggest advocate for you. I'm like, please, if anything, I swear to God, when I see women settling.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I hate National Boyfriend Day. National Boyfriend Day is a sad day for us all. Like on Instagram, it is devastating to look at.
Yeah.
You scroll and you say, oh, that's a toughie. I don't know if I can think of a single couple that I know close in my life where the man is more attractive than the woman and the man is more of a catch than the woman.
Yeah.
I think maybe potentially in my current relationship, the man he's pretty nice, I will say. He takes good care of himself.
You're gonna have to show me after this.
I will. Oh my gosh, are you not on my close friends? Oh my gosh, I'll put you on my close friends.
Do it. Go.
I'll put you on my close friends.
Thank you.
No, he's a cutie. He's a sweetie. No, he's just a lot nicer than me. I'm just
no, but that
I'm battered.
Okay.
I'm battered and tattered.
No, but like it's kind of the same with being my boyfriend because he's a sweetheart.
And you're battered and tattered.
Yeah, but like I'm not in a bitter way.
Oh, I am.
I guess that's the difference. I'm just like, you can tell that I'm like Latino with the way that with how, I mean, it's not just the BPD. I think that combined with being Latino is like, I'm very passionate.
Yeah, my PTSD combined with my Judaism and the fact that I'm from New York City. You think that anyone in Australia knows what to do with that?
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, they're like, you take 6 pills a day? They're like, what is this? And I'm like, go away.
I'm ready to throw hands at any time. I'm like,
ready to scream.
Yeah.
All the time.
I'm like, I will make a scene if especially
I will make a scene.
If I'm standing up for a friend or anyone else who's I feel is being disrespected.
100%. I've gotten held back.
You're going to be on the floor, bitch.
I've gotten held back 3 times here, physically.
Really?
Yeah. There was one man who was trying to tell me that Lamar Jackson wasn't a good football player. And I'm like, you're trying to flirt with me. It's not working. It's not working, sweetie. Because Lamar Jackson, number 1, he's an amazing football player. Number 2, why the fuck are you talking to me about a football? When you are from Australia, I know how hard it is to watch football here. I know that you're not watching it.
Yeah.
I know that I've seen more of, like, I know that I know more about this than you. So it's not working, sweetie. Yeah. One other man, it was just because he was from Connecticut. I'm sorry for that one. That was tough. However, it turned out that he was a Trump supporter, so I won in the end. However, that's not why I fought him. That's my excuse. I was like, no, he's a Trump supporter. That's not why. I didn't know that at the time, that I was trying to have a physical altercation with him. It was fully just because he was from Connecticut.
Honestly valid.
So fucking valid.
You know what? I don't even know a thing about it, but I've heard enough about it that I'm like...
Oh, they're the worst. They wear Sperry's preppy clothes. They're like, they're the worst types of humans.
Ew.
They're terrible. He went up to my Italian roommate, who's from Italy, Marco Neri. Oh, fucking hottie.
Yeah.
Hottie. Smoke show. And he went up to him and he said, oh, my grandma's from Italy. Like, I'm Italian too. And Marco's just like, oh, yeah? And it was just the weirdest interaction. I'm like, dude, you're not Italian. Leave. You're from Connecticut. Go away.
Yeah. Especially
away.
when it's your grandmother. It's not even your parents.
No.
Guys love doing that. I hate...
Americans love doing that.
No, it happens everywhere.
Does it happen here?
It happens here because the number of guys who have hit me up on Grindr, right?
Grindr's crazy.
It is.
I just saw it the other day.
It is. But because it says I'm Latino, because I am. Like, I was born here, but I'm first generation. Both my parents are Peruvian.
Are you? I love that you're proving this one. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I despise when guys message me. Their first message is "Hola."
No, no, they don't.
They do. So many do that.
No, they don't.
And I'm just like,
what do you do? What do you say?
It's changed over the years. My response is varied. It depends.
Bonjour.
Depends on the mood I'm in, but usually I will respond in English.
Right.
Because I'm like...
Do you speak Spanish?
I can. I speak conversational Spanish. I understand more than I speak it.
Okay, cool.
Reasons behind that...
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm remarried a white guy, and wanted to diminish her accent.
Go for it.
Because she was a career woman. It was a whole thing.
Slay.
But
doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. But like, it's just infuriating because there's always that assumption, not just online, but it's happened in person too, where people look at you.
Yeah.
And they see what they want to see.
Right.
So they see that English is not my first language. It spites me so much that, I respond in English and I'll give them some attitude about it.
Well, did you grow up here?
Yeah.
You grew up here?
Exactly. I was born here. I grew up here.
Yeah,
like,
that's more than me.
like, it really does piss me off when guys message me in Spanish. And
is it like a fetishy thing?
That's often what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can always pick up, like, especially as a person of color, you can always pick up on when someone is fetishizing your heritage and your culture.
I'm sure.
It's always out of the blue. It's always like a fucking left hook, like that. Just,
oh, really?
Well, because you just live in life.
You don't expect it.
No, you don't expect it.
Why would you expect that?
Yeah.
Why would you be like, yeah, this is what's gonna happen to me in this Woolworths?
Yeah, like, for real. Speaking of which, I got followed in one by some random old Indian man.
That's
who was
fun.
Like, he was perving on me it was fucking weird.
Oh, that's so weird. I got caught shoplifting from there. I had 4 people.
I need to try it.
You do, but not at the central one, because at the central one, apparently there's a whole security room with like footage.
Yeah, no, go. I live out west. I live in Parramatta.
Parramatta.
Western Sydney.
Oh.
Yeah. They're trying to make it the second city, but it's a lie.
I would love to move to Western.
Can you please come out? We can just hang.
I really want to move to Newtown, obviously.
Of course.
Well, yeah, it makes sense.
Look, I get that. Personally, I am not fond of the Newtown gays.
Of course you're not. Look at you.
They're super pretentious.
They're not pretentious. They look like they don't shower.
That too. They
look grimy. You know who I'm scared of, though? The Darlinghurst gays. They're scary.
Oh, go.
Are you a Darlinghurst gay?
God, no. I can't be. So I live in Parramatta now, but I'm originally from Blacktown, which is even more out west.
Ah.
And like, it's interesting because I've built this platform and it is known amongst the gays.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have very limited good experiences with white gays, let me tell you that. But
I'm sure.
They don't scare me at all. Because I'm I'm so rebellious. Like, and I grew up having to be that way.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, no, I'm not here for your petty dramas.
Oh, yeah.
Like, firstly, if it's worthwhile, I will call it out.
Right.
Flat out. I don't give a fuck. People are going to demonize me anyway.
Yeah.
They'll just, easy target.
Yeah.
Right?
They're like, Ola, you're like, what does that mean?
Yeah. But but any white guy, if you were to try be passive aggressive with me, I'm like, oh, that's so funny. You think I'm not going to clock you right now?
Yeah. You're like, no, we can play. You want to play? Let's play.
We'll play a real game. Yeah. What are you talking about?
My hands are ready.
Yeah. So, no, they don't faze me at all. I've been through so much worse. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my gosh.
See,
you wouldn't be able to tell that by your skin, though. You have such nice skin.
Thank you. I do have nice skin.
You're welcome. No, Darlinghurst gays scare me. I joined a gay kickball league, not thinking that it was going to be what it was. And I showed up and it was all gay men. And I was like, this is an experience that I did not think that it was going to be.
Mm.
And now I have gay man friends for the first time ever. I've like never really interacted with gay men before.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm homophobic.
Honestly, no. You know what? I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Just purely because
I have a gay sister and she's the worst.
Yeah.
Actually, no, the sister's not the worst. The wife is the worst.
Oh, wow.
I hate her. She's like so type A.
Yeah.
She's a surgeon. It just sucks.
It's so unfortunate. It really is, because we could be doing so much better supporting each other. But no, y'all are too stuck in the past. Y'all are too up yourselves. Fucking God complexes. Fucking narcissistic, like half of you. It's just, girl.
Yeah. You should join kickball, though. It's such a fun league.
Well, we
electric. No, fucking hell. Apparently it's some gay reference that like I really should have clocked.
Electric slide?
No, Electric City.
Okay.
It's for the Wizard of Oz. Which apparently is a gay movie?
Wicked.
Is that gay?
A musical?
Oh, fucking hell.
Wicked is like the biggest musical. It's a really fucking good one. They're making the film off that with... You've never seen it.
I'm from New York City. I've never seen it.
I went to New York and I saw it at the Gershwin Theater.
That's so funny. Yeah, I could not care less.
Well, it was really good.
Musicals and me, we do not.
That's fair.
Women's college.
Yeah.
Yeah. So subtle.
But we met at karaoke. That was random.
We did meet at karaoke.
Yeah.
We did meet at karaoke. I sang Taylor Swift. Everyone is shocked. Everyone is surprised. I get it. No, yeah. I did. And then I got more drunk. And I was already drunk to begin with. So that was surprising for me.
That was really fun. I enjoyed it.
I was really drunk. Really drunk. But I remember you were good. And I remember that you were good. Well, okay, shut up. But I remember that you were good, especially because everyone else there were a couple of guys who were really bad.
Yeah, that does help.
But it was just confusing because they were really bad, but they were singing like so confidently too.
Yes, that happened.
Like they thought that they were really good.
Hey, look, to be fair.
They weren't just having fun.
Yeah.
Like they were putting on a show.
That was their moment. Yeah,
they were having a show.
For sure. I think, look, karaoke, it's not about being able to sing. You just do it because it's fun. I am there to make sure it's not a miserable night for everyone.
Right. So you're like, that's not the case for me, though.
Yeah.
For me, it's not just fun. It is also a big deal. It is also a show, and it is also a gift for you.
Yeah. If anything, though, I hold back because I don't put on a show because you got to be like paying for that. I'm an artist.
You're an artiste.
When you come to an actual show, I will put one on.
Yeah.
So usually with karaoke, I'm just singing the songs, but I sing it well. So it's nice to listen to. If I feel like it, might embellish a little bit.
I remember going to the bathroom a couple times because I was like, I can't sit through this man's set. Like, I can't sit through this man just sing Ave Maria or some shit. It's like, this is ridiculous.
No, it's a struggle sometimes. It is. I mean, you've touched on this, but what role does body play in modeling? And
everything.
And also being a ranger.
Shut up. Oh my gosh. Fucking Australians are the worst with this.
They are. No, I grew up like everyone makes the biggest deal about rangers. It's fucking weird.
It's ridiculous. I'm not even a fucking real ranger. Like, this is...
Ranger.
I'm not. Like, this is fucking died, okay? This isn't real. I pay money... Actually, I don't pay money for this. People do it for me. Thank you. But also, I've been kind of made to be... Like, I'm not allowed to be blonde. It's really hard for me sometimes. But like...
I mean, it suits you.
Oh, fuck you. Everyone says, yeah, but it suits you. No, I just have freckles. I have freckles and I have blue eyes. So everyone's like, you're a leprechaun. Go for it. Go.
Okay, Annie.
Yeah. Fucking, okay, Wendy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm over it. I'm done with it. I would love to be like a platinum blonde. I think that would be so fun, so silly. But alas, there are too many hot, blonde, curvy girls out there. So my agency was like, no, ma'am, you need to be red-haired. And that has been me since.
The rest of us. Yeah. It suits you better too.
Yeah. So, okay. So ever since I started modeling, I've been some shade of red. Body as a model, sucks sometimes. Sometimes you don't want to be in your underwear in front of everyone. There was one time where like I was basically naked. I was naked, like in front of like a whole huge room of people. Didn't expect it. And I was like either 19 or 20, which was still like kind of young.
Definitely young.
And that was a toughie. Also, when I am modeling, I feel a lot more like, oh, my body is just kind of like it's serving a purpose right now. It's a tool. Yeah. It's not really me. Honestly, I'm really grateful that I've gotten to a place where I'm a lot more like, oh, I'm doing this for girls seeing this. Like, I'm like, if I look chubby, if I look fat in this way, if I look like I have a neck hump, good. good because I'm doing this big job, and then girls will see me doing this big job and me having these things, you know, like
representation. Exactly.
And that would be freaking awesome if I was growing up and I saw a girl with a little bit of a neck hump. Then I would feel a little bit less shitty about mine. Exactly. You know?
Yeah.
So I feel good modeling now when I'm bloated. I never skip a meal, especially close to shoot days. If I'm on set, I eat lunch, I eat breakfast, just so that, you know, if there's someone seeing this, they can see me bloated.
Yeah.
Great, because I do get bloated. And you might be bloated also when you're wearing these clothes.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it's fine.
No, I cannot express enough how much I love that.
I'm still going to look hot as hell in the pictures. I still have a hair team, a makeup team, a styling team.
Yeah.
Like lighting. Like everything else about it is what's supposed to be the unattainable part. I don't want my body to be the unattainable part. I want my body to be like
the relatable
hell
part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's what, like, sure, if you want these photos and if you want fashion, if you want modeling to give you this sort of fantasy, sure, it can still do that.
Yeah.
But just not the parts, not like the body parts. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
It should be, wow, I wish that I oh, wow, I wish that a hairstylist could, you know, make my hair look like that. Oh, I wish that my hair could be 9 inches tall, you know? Because that's what the real art is in fashion. You know, the real art is in the clothing, the makeup, the hair, not in the bodies.
It shouldn't be about the fucking body at all.
No, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's stupid. What? Is the magic trick that, like, some girls can starve themselves? No, all the girls are starving themselves anyways, all across the fucking world.
Yeah.
It's not, it's like, oh.
This is not new.
It's not new. It's not cute. It's not funny. Like, just cut it out.
Yeah. So, to wrap up, do you have any parting words on what it's like being a curvy model or for people wanting to get into the industry?
Oh my gosh, do it. No, do it. I'm so serious. If you want to get into model, like, DM me right now. DM me. Ask me how to do it. I will help you out. I will tell you how to take your digitals. I will give you agencies to submit to. I am such a big proponent of everyone submitting who wants to submit. Everyone should. Like, I don't look at myself in the mirror and think that I should be a model. You don't see me walking down the street and think, oh, that girl should be a model. No, I'm like a size whatever. Who knows? I don't.
Who cares?
Who cares? I asked ChatGPT. ChatGPT the other day said that I was a 7 out of 10. I was like, great. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, AI.
Thanks, AI. But no, I'm so serious. I think that everyone should submit and everyone should try to be a model if they want to. And everyone should take pictures. Everyone should just freaking be obsessed with themselves.
Yeah.
I'm very passionate about that one.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so good. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Yeah. Oh, that's your hair.
I'm sure it is my hair. I shed, especially here, because the fucking water has destroyed my hair.
I think that's a great message to end on. So fun. I've loved having you here.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I've loved being here.
Yeah.
Thanks for the Prosecco.
You're welcome. And this has been Sabotage.
That was really saucy. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I really need to pee though.
All right, let's cut it.